Good morning, it's Barbara. I have the door open here. I'm trying to bring the temperature down a little bit in the house because it's cooler outside. I'll have to keep an eye on it, and when that switches, then I will close up. I guess you can figure out we still don't have power. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. So we still don't have power. So this makes us at 36, 37 hours. We're on generator. Dennis was able to find gasoline yesterday. He had to drive all over. But he found gas. So we have enough gas for today. But he'll go out and refill the emptied gas cans. So who knows how long it will be. He switched we have two generators. One of them is less powerful but uses less gas, so he switched to that generator overnight, so we have it running overnight because we have a fan in our room. Keeps us cool. Aura's not on the generator, unfortunately, but she seems to be doing okay. Yeah. So 36 hours without power. Dennis walked up to see if our road had been cleared. It had not. So we have a tree down over the power lines right up the road from us. So we only have one path in, and there's a tree leaning over the power lines the other direction. And if that falls and we can't get through under there, then we're trapped. And then I don't know how Christy and Rich get here tonight if that falls down. We had 2 more thunderstorms yesterday. My garden is getting so watered. And we will be doing a lot of grass mowing when things settle down. But meanwhile, yeah. So Christy and Rich are supposed to come tonight. But they're from Mississippi, so it'll be fine. Dennis took a cold shower last night. I haven't taken one yet. I will be taking a shower today. I figure let me sweat up and then I'll take a cold shower, and it might actually feel good, you know. So I did a little work yesterday on my dad's mail. It was a big fat envelope. I think I showed it to you. So I sorted that, and there's not really very much to be worried, to deal with. Their life had been kind of proscribed financially, so there weren't a lot of things to do. So, yeah. I do have to make some phone calls. Figure out. A couple of people need to be notified and figure out what to do. And that's my job. And I didn't do that yet. So meanwhile, yeah, it rained a lot yesterday, so my gardens are well watered, but it poured, it blew in the afternoon, and then it got sunny and hot, so that we had another thunderstorm, early evening. Not helpful when we're trying to get our power back. I wouldn't want to work for the power company, I'll tell you that. So meanwhile, yeah, we're just puttering along, trying not to sweat too much. I am going to the store today. Rich and Christy are coming probably late tonight, and but they'll need some foods. So I'm going, hopefully, be able to get out the other way. I wouldn't normally go that way, but it's my only option. So I'll do that. It'd be nice to be in the air-conditioned car and the air-conditioned store. Should take Aura for a ride just to cool her off. Although she seemed perfectly comfortable. But, yeah. What are you going to do? Yeah, I'm trying to think. We had bacon and eggs for dinner. I cooked the bacon in the microwave, and Dennis has a induction heating element, whatever they're called. It'll come to me after I'm done. But anyway, so he was able to cook the eggs on that, and that worked great. It was his first time frying anything. Mostly he's just been doing big pots of stuff on that, so good to know. I need to make a list. He was going to make, beef stroganoff while they were here, but beef stroganoff doesn't sound very delicious if you're going to be sitting in an 80-degree house. I think we need something lighter, like salad and, I don't even know. Ooh, we'll soon be coming up on gazpacho territory. I do like me some gazpacho. So, we shall see. I've got a mosquito bite. We had a mosquito in the house yesterday. I think I got it, but I'm not sure. I certainly didn't get it before it got me. Well, anyway, yeah, not much going on around here. We're not moving. Well, poor Dennis. He's doing a lot because he's in charge of the generators and the gasoline and all that. So he was busy yesterday. He also actually did some work on his wine, which was nice. Made him, accomplish something. I just read. Oh, I did work on my dad's mail, so that's good. And, yeah. So it wasn't complete. Whatever. So I got to work in the kids' rooms today. Christy's room has an extra blow-up bed in it because I had 2 beds in there for the girls. Now I'm going to have one for Christy. So I can set that room up easily enough. The other room is pretty set up. If we don't get power sometime today, then we'll have to run some extension cords from our bedroom into their bedrooms so that they can at least have a fan in there. We can't do that for Aura because we're afraid she'll trip on the cords. And that would be terrible. But we opened up her room, give her some fresh air last night, so she should be okay. We slept in fresh air too, which is not typical for us because Dennis doesn't like the pollen. He gets, so he doesn't like to sleep with the windows open. But last night I opened the window so we could get some fresh air. So I'm getting a cool breeze in here now, so that's good. And, yeah. Get this cooled off a little bit before we have to close up and it gets warm again. But other than that, managing the temperature, making sure the dogs have lots of water in their bowl. Went and got the dogs yesterday. Poor Pearl. She was so upset with the thunder and everything. Dennis had to get the carpet cleaner out. What are you going to do? I ordered some pee pads that we can put around, so that'll be better than just trying to do it with rugs and things. I mean, we're sitting here, we don't have, power to our washing machine, so we can't wash anything. We could pile up stuff in the car and go try to find a laundromat, I guess. If we get desperate, we will do that. But meanwhile, we're fine. I mean, right, puppy? We're fine. Put your paw down, girl. Maisie's here. We're fine, aren't we, puppy? We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out. Oh. And we can't get to the park. We can't get to the park. All the ways to the park are blocked. All the ways to the park are blocked. Yeah, I had to find a very circuitous route to go pick them up because of so many blocked roads in our area. I might have to call the township today and find out the status and what the power company is telling them, because we aren't getting very much information from the power company. There was a time many years ago when we first moved here, we lost power all the time. I mean, it was such a regular occurrence that we bought a generator just to plug in the refrigerator. It wasn't until we had our whole heating system redone that we had the panel put in, because we had to have extensive electric work anyway, and so we had that panel put in, and that has been a godsend because we're in the country, and without power to our well, we don't have water. So in the old days when the power went out, it was major. You know, the generator had an extension cord on it, and we plugged in the refrigerator. But we have freezers downstairs full of food. And, I mean, we would have lost everything if these generators didn't work. I was going somewhere with that. Oh, yeah, because the power. So anyway, yeah. So years ago, it was terrible. And it got so bad that the township called the electric company to come and testify in front of the township council to explain themselves why our power was so unreliable in this day and age. And it got better. I think they weren't doing the tree work around the lines that needed to be done. We have a lot of trees out here. We're in the country. And they weren't doing the keeping up the tree work. And, you know, regular people aren't allowed to cut around the power lines and stuff. The power company does that, and you're not supposed to do that. So when they were not keeping up with it. But you know how things are these days. They're probably not keeping up with it again. I mean, we've got trees, you know, doing things with the power line, both sides. Anyway, my only worry now is that Chrissy and Rich won't be able to get to the house. And then what? Which would also mean that we can't get out. Enough of that. Enough of that. So I guess I need to send a thank you note to my uncle. And I guess I'll send a thank you note to my ex and Janice. I sent a thank you text, but I don't know if that counts. Send a thank you note. Maybe I'll get my watercolors out. And do them a nice picture. I got a beautiful card from my friend Linda who does watercolor. Hold on, I'll show you. She started watercolor when she moved to Florida, so she's been doing it a lot longer than me, and I haven't been doing it lately. But anyway, I love ink and wash, and this is what she sent. Isn't that lovely? It's really lovely. I'm stealing her idea, for sure. Anyway, I'm blabbering. I guess I will go and upload this. Bring Dennis some tea. Just plugging along, trying not to sweat too much. We're all fine. We're all fine. And I'm going to take a cold shower this afternoon. It'll be fine. I'm letting the water heater get to at least room temperature and not bring new water in. Because our well water's 50 degrees. I'm like, oh. So I want it sitting in the tank at least for a while, even if the tank isn't working. Whatever. Anyway, we're all good here. Don't worry about us. We're fine. Meanwhile, please take good care of yourselves. Stay safe and stay sane.